So as far as Heritage goes, obviously last season was the first with Coach Tigulis. Where are you guys at this point this season as opposed to where you were last season? What are the strides you've made now that you have got a year under your belt with Coach Tigulis?
We're definitely more experienced. We know his system now. We're learning. We're getting better. We're getting hard in the weight room.
For you, I think you suffered an injury pretty early in the season. So where are you at physically? And then as a quarterback, even though a junior, you still have a lot of experience. So what are you looking to do to guide this offense?
I'm just looking to lead, set the right example. I only played 2 games last year, but it happens.
What was the injury?
I broke my leg.
That'll keep you out for a while. For this Heritage team, you graduated some guys that put up big numbers. I think Jeshua, Evan White graduated as well. Evan Knapke. So how are you looking to replace those guys, and who are some of the guys that are going to be stepping up this season?
A lot of kids in my grade. They're young, but we're still learning. Just see how it goes.
What have you liked about this Heritage team in the offseason?
We're working hard. Everybody's committed. Way more invested than last year.
What do you think are going to be the biggest keys this upcoming season for Heritage?
Defense. Keeping them off the field as much as possible.
As far as you go, talk a little bit about last year was Coach Tigulis' first year as the head coach at Heritage. Now that you've had a year to get used to his systems and just the way that he does things, what are some of the areas you guys have improved on as a team?
Definitely commitment we've improved upon, commitment and investing in each other, coming together as a team, everybody to understand what they're going to do and what their role is as a part of this team.
When you take a look at last year, what do you take away from last year as an experience? What did you take away that you can apply this time around as a team?
Definitely how this offense works now and how we can use it to, go farther in the off season.
As one of the leaders for this team, what's the message that you're trying to give to the younger guys as you get ready for your senior season?
Definitely commitment. We need these people to be here. We're not going to have a good season if they don't, show up and try their hardest like everybody else is.
What's impressed you about this team so far in the offseason?
Definitely the young kids. Coming in, it's their first year, second year. They're really, stepping up and filling in where, some of these older kids, not doing what they should do and stuff like that.
As I mentioned with Mr. Knapke there, you guys graduated. A lot of guys off last year's team that had played a lot of snaps. Jeshua was a leader for you guys. Evan was a leader for you guys. How do you replace those guys, and who are some of the guys you think will step up this year?
Definitely seniors like me. Playing with them last year, knowing what they're going to do and knowing what they did. Especially, I played with Evan for 3 years on varsity. I knew what he had to do, and now I know what I have to do. And definitely, our junior running back, Hunter Bratmuller, he knows what to do, steps up and everything like that.
Here at Heritage High School. So at this point this year to at this point last year, what are some of the strides you've made, and how have you kind of put your stamp on, or starting to put your stamp on this program? What are some of the things that you've done?
Well, second year is going better than this first year. We've been working in the off season. It was nice to be able to actually work with the kids in the off season. I didn't have that opportunity last year, getting hired on late in May there. And this year we were able to actually implement an off season program. And the kids have been really working hard and have bought into that process. And they understand that, we need to work hard in order to be successful. And I think we've done that so far this year.
Obviously, Walter was going to be a big part of your offense last year. He breaks his leg in, I think, week 2?
Yeah, week 3 against Woodland.
Week 3. So now that you've got your quarterback back and some other skill position guys back, where are the strengths of this team, and how do you lean on an experienced quarterback on the high school level on a Friday night?
Well, Walter's going to be a big part of our offense. I think it's going to be helpful that this is his second year in the offense, which will, the familiarity from last year is going to be better. The plays, I think, will be sharper and more executed better. As far as our strengths, I think, I'm very proud of our offensive line and defensive line. I think those are going to be two areas that we're going to be strong in. Games are won in the trenches. And along with, quarterback play is a big play in high school and in all levels. And it's helpful to find someone that, he's experienced, and his leadership will be crucial in that role.
When you take a look at this Heritage team, what are some of the biggest strengths that you see, and what are some of the concerns that you guys will be working on leading up to, I think, August 17th, August 18th?
You know, as far as our biggest strengths, you know, we're going to be able to run the ball and do what we want there. You know, that's what our goal is. You know, the weakness, maybe we need to, you know, continue to get buy-in to our program and continue to get commitment to the program so that can foster and develop where it needs to be.